Alabama softball falls to Ole Miss in SEC tournament semifinals. Alabama's run in the SEC tournament ended in the semifinals against an Ole Miss squad that has become the darling of the postseason event. Number 8 seed Ole Miss got to Alabama's Sidney Littlejohn in a 3-run second inning and never looked back thanks to another gem from Rebels ace Caitlin Lee in a 4-1 win over the number 5 seed Crimson Tide at Sherry Parker Lee Stadium in Knoxville on Saturday. "We hit several balls right at them and they made every play," Alabama coach Patrick Murphy said. "So they are playing with a lot of confidence, I think." Ole Miss, 39-18, advances to the SEC Tournament Championship for the first time in program history and will face number 6 seed LSU at 7 p.m. CT Saturday on ESPN. After stranding 2 runners in scoring position in the first, Ole Miss capitalized when the same scenario presented itself an inning later. Miranda Strother hit an RBI single to left and was nearly thrown out at second, but as she retreated to first, Paige McKinney broke for home and scored before the throw arrived to make it 2-0. The Rebels added a 3rd run later in the frame when a stolen base attempt by Keelan Becker led to a throwing error that allowed Strother to score. "I love being the underdog," Strother said. "No one expects you to win, so why not show them? We have nothing to lose. In this championship game, we have absolutely nothing to lose, and I think that's our energy. The other teams don't think we're going to win, the announcers don't think we'll win, but we get to shock the world every inning, every at-bat, every pitch, every single time. What else is going to fuel your fire?" Littlejohn settled down and retired 9 of the next 10 Rebels before pinch hitter Dakota Matico blasted a solo shot to left to make it 4-0 in the 5th. It was the first RBI of the season for Matikia, a senior, who entered the game 5 for 24 with 8 strikeouts. Lee mowed through the Alabama lineup for her 3rd win of the tournament and is the overwhelming favorite for MVP. "It's all my adrenaline and energy," Lee said. "Everybody in the dugout will tell you that I don't ever go down, it's always up more, up more, up more. Sometimes I do need to take a deep breath when I get really excited, but that's what carries me. And then you always got to think in the back of your mind about the minute details of what you're spinning and what your pitches are doing." The Ole Miss junior right-hander allowed 1 run on an RBI single by Bailey Hemphill in the 6th, while scattering 6 other hits and struck out 2. She issued 1 walk in the 7th, her only free pass in 21 innings in the tournament. Alabama had the tying run at the plate with no outs in the 6th and with 2 outs and Marissa Runyon up in the 7th, but Lee got out of both jams. "We had the tying run at the plate in the bottom of the 7th and that's what I asked them to do," Murphy said. "Every single game, if we are behind, at least get the tying run to the plate, and Runyon was up with 2 hits. So, they accomplished that. Peyton, Grantham, had a really good at-bat. Chandler, Dare, had a really good at-bat. So there was some fighting going on there and some resiliency. That was good to see." Littlejohn, 15-8, who got pitched in Alabama's win over Arkansas in the opening round on Wednesday, allowed 4 earned runs on 8 hits and 2 walks and struck out 5 over 5 2/3 innings in the loss for Alabama, 42-16. "I think one of the problems today was whenever I came in, I didn't have my best game and I think that was a lot of the issue," Littlejohn said. "I wasn't hitting my spots as accurately and as sharply as I would have liked to. I do tip my hat to them because they were taking advantage of it and they're slappers, the ground around home plate is hard, so they were using it to their advantage.